Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Miss Hannah.
Good
Good morning, Miss Hannah. Good morning, classmates. It's nice to see you today. So, as I promised today, we will start the book. But first, I want to explain two important topics. Then we start with the book. The first one would be modal verbs, and the second one would be quantifiers. Madal ni glagol I mikdor. Understood? Okay, so modal verbs is very complex. What does it mean complex? Very big, very broad topic. But I cut it down into several pieces for it to be understandable for you. Okay? And I would be giving examples for each modal verbs. Let's start with the first one. Eyes on the board, all of you. Can. Can. It's ability or possibility. Ability, what is ability? Kobilya. Possibility? Very good. So, example. What is my ability? As a teacher, what is Hannah's ability? I can teach. Understood? And let's say about possibility. What is the possibility? Possibility that she can be a very good mother in the future. Or I can be a great mom in the future. Did you understand? So, it's possibility, возможность. Next, inability or impossibility. What is my inability? Nigo, I cannot fly. Of course, I don't have the ability to fly. What else? I cannot speak German language or Deutsch. And impossibility, if somebody told you, Hannah died, and you will say, it can't be possible. Yes. Because she is still with you, right? Okay, now, so let's go to the third one. Asking for permission. We use can if we ask for permission. Ijuzat por sidan. Okay, so can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? Okay, why? You are asking me the permission to ask me something. Understood? Now, let's go to request. What is request? Prosba. Prosba. Example. Can you tell me where Oxford Learning Center is? Okay, so you are asking me request. What is request? Delay timilada bro, baman yak hismat kuned. Understood? So is everything clear with can? Yes. Let's proceed to could. A lot of people, when it comes to could, they only know that it's ability in the past. They just know could is the past of can. That's the only thing they know. It's correct, but that's only the tip of the iceberg. So it means to say, could, which is in the past of can, it's only part of could. There's a lot, okay? The first one is asking for permission. Miss Hannah, you said we use can for asking for permission. And again here, asking for permission, yes. Can is not so polite compared to could. Значит, could, вежливее, чем can. Example, you use can for your friends. You use can for someone younger than you. Example for me, for Azam, for Burhon, I will say, can you call the administrator? But if it is Sevara and me, I will say could. Could you call the administrator? It's boli, veshli, vichem, can. So could is more polite than can. Understood? So here, asking for permission, I will say, could you buy for me Coca-Cola? Okay, I'm asking for you the permission to buy me something. Then request. Could you turn off, in a TO, okay, I will make it short. Could you turn off the lights for me? Clear? So here, I am not talking to someone younger than me. Here, I am talking to a student who is the same age with me or who is younger than me but professional or working already. Did you understand? And another thing is suggestion. If I want to suggest something, I will use could. What is suggest? Ay kalimay suggestion. Suggest. Suggest means prilagene. You could go to Ashan and buy things cheaper there. It's my suggestion. You could go to this place. You could buy this. Did you understand? And future possibility. What is the possibility in the future? Example. Tajikistan could be like Dubai in the next 10 years. So it's a possibility in the future. Tajikistan could be like Dubai in the future, in the next 10 years. Clear? And ability in the past. Everything that you could do in the past, it will be could. Example, when I was a child, I could dance. It's really true for me. When I was a child, when my mother said, we had Christmas party, New Year party tomorrow, I would practice everything, then dance. But now, I couldn't dance because I feel shy. Understood? Again, we use could for asking for permission. Example, could you please contact Joshua for me? Could you please call Joshua for me? Request. Prosba. Example. Sevara, could you tell me the time, please? Understood? Next, suggestion. Inora could buy for us Osh one by one next class. So it's a suggestion for Inora to buy for us Osh. Next, future possibility. She could be in America in the future. Next, ability in the past. When Shohrukh was younger, he could sing songs. But as he grew older, he feels uncomfortable with singing in front of people. Did you understand? Clear or no? Yes, let's go to May. Look, again, Miss Hannah asking for permission here. And here also asking for permission, and here also asking for permission. The thing is, May is a lot more polite than could. It's more polite than can. So I have said can, Hannah will use it to Azam. Could, Hannah will use it to Sevara. May, she uses it for her boss. When I talk to Mr. Balimat Morodov, our director, I cannot use could. I cannot use can. I will tell, Ustod, may I tell you something? Did you understand? So if I talk to my boss, I cannot use could, I cannot use can. If I want to be very polite, I will say, Ustod, may I come in? May I tell you something? Understood or no? So, may is the most polite way.
Then could.
Yes, then could, then can. Then, you use also may for future possibility again. Example, it may rain tomorrow. Again, you use it for future possibility. Clear or no? Ina, Sevara, asking for permission, more polite. Future possibility, aniktar. Did you understand? And here, Ina, if I talk to my boss, it could rain tomorrow. It's okay, but it would be better if I say it may. Because whom am I talking to? Whom am I talking to if I use may?
For your boss.
Boss, someone higher than you in position, or someone older than you. Clear? Now, let's go to might. For might, it plays two roles. Okay? Igrait dva role. I use might for present possibility. I nihol. Right now, the time is 11. So right now, where is Joshua? Mumkin hoser Joshua the Oxford Diagnostica. Okay? So I will say, Joshua might be in Oxford Diagnostica right now. Possibility. What is possibility? Возможность, что данный момент Joshua находится в Oxford Diagnostica.
It's the same, no? Like maybe.
It's like maybe, yeah, but you should say might. Why? Joshua might be in Oxford Diagnostica. Why? It is possibility at the present. Okay, someone asked you, where is the director? And I don't know exactly where is he, but прибеситель на. Что он находится сейчас в Фаридун один, потому что у него есть там занятие. So I will say the director might be at Faridun 1 in Borbad, in Maradon, because he has math classes there. Did you understand? And another one is future possibility. Сегодня вечером где будет Joshua? Okay? So I will say, today, in the evening, Joshua might be at the airport. Because I know that every evening he goes out to meet his best friend Israel, and Israel lives in the airport. Did you understand? It's возможность будущем. So here, tonight, Joshua might be at the airport. Understood? Then the next one would be must. Prohibition, man kuni. Example, you must not smoke here. Значит, курение, smoking cigarette here is запрещено, prohibited, not allowed, no mumkin, nilzya. So you must not smoke here. And necessity or obligation, uhdaduri, dolgen. So you must work. Of course, if you want to live, if you want to eat, if you want to buy anything you want, you must work. Obligation, твой обязанность на вашей родителей. You must respect your parents. Understood? You must respect your parents. Why? It's your obligation as a child, and you must work. It's a necessity for our living, for our day-to-day lives.
Because
We have to eat, we have to travel, we have to buy clothes. Understood? Next, let's go to should. Should is saying what is right or wrong. Когда ты расскажешь, что правильно или что неправильно делать, ты используешь should. Example. What is right? You should study. What is wrong? You should not lie.
in Russia, maybe a story, TV story.
Не только этого. Okay, so should is when you say something right. You should study. When you say that something is wrong, you should not do it. Did you understand? Next, recommending action. Ba siya'y rekomendatse. Example. You should watch the film. It's beautiful. You should try Osh because it's the Tajik national food. You should study with Hannah because she's a good teacher. You should study at Oxford, British, and Faridun because it's the best learning center in Dushanbe. Understood? It's Maya rekomendacja. Next, uncertain prediction. Here, значит, you are predicting something, but it's not exact. No anik. Example, election of the United States of America. Nikto ni znali that Biden will win over Trump, right? So people were thinking that Trump would win. So example, it was 2 weeks before the election. Many people said Trump should win. They were saying like this because they were not sure that Trump could be defeated by Biden. So people, before the election in America, they were saying, Trump should win. But it was uncertain, no ani. Things went differently. Biden won. Did you understand?
I don't know, but you know which one.
Yeah, in Anigoku. We discussed before that for will, banga, remember? We discussed this will. I can remember that was last week. This one is certain, anik. This one is uncertain, no anik. Did you understand? Next, instant decision. I discussed this last time. I will just say it. So remember, will, we use will or future simple for instant decision. My example was walking from Yakub Savetsky to Geprazim and Mardon. We became tired and we said we will ride the marshrutka. Remember, that was my example. Ni pomnete? Mina eta malinkikom na tatotra sidili. Number 7 room. Okay? So for will, instant decision. Before the moment of speaking, you didn't think it will happen. So right now, just an example. Right now, Hannah is hungry. She says, I will buy something to eat. Dobre maras gabor, Hannah didn't expect that she gets hungry. And example, I was writing and this finished. I will say, we will buy a new marker. Next offer, kadami priglasyayan kamunibut. My example was, bitu dami niya samos. Remember, will you marry me? That was my example last time. Then, promise. I will buy for you, Miss Hannah, next class cola and chips. It's the promise of Orshed and Shohru. Promise. And the next one is certain prediction. It's your prediction for tomorrow. The example of, I can remember the example of Orshed would be, it will snow tomorrow. I have the video of this. I'm watching it every day. That's why I know. And her example is, I will pass the exam tomorrow. That was your example last time. Remember? She forget. Okay. So now, shall. Shall is the copy of will.
Not shall.
Shall. Okay. Listen. The difference is, for will, we use it for all pronouns. That's it. Will, we use it for I, you, we, they, he, she, and it. But for shall, we only use it for two. I and we. That's it. Shall I buy for you something? Shall we? Shall we, it means to say merem. Shall we? So for will, we use it for all pronouns. But for shall, we use it only for I and we. Clear or no? Will is zamonavi, shall is upna. But for will, we use it for all pronouns, and shall, we use it only for I and we. Listen, suggestion. I shall teach you grammar before we start the book. It's my suggestion for all of you. Next, offer. Shall I get for you coffee? Next, asking what to do. Shikorme kone, Miss Hannah, what shall we do? Что я должна делать? Мой парень кидал меня. What shall I do? My partner left me. Did you understand? Again, in which pronouns do we use shall? Only with I or we. In which situation do we use shall? When we suggest something. When I suggest, when we suggest. When I offer, when we offer something. And when we ask what to do. And when I ask what to do. Tamong. We cannot use it for you, they, he, she, and it. Understood? And the last thing is ought to. Ought to. Saying what is right and wrong. Listen. You ought to say the truth. Ты должна быть, 100% ты должна быть сказать, что правильно. Ought to, it's murakab, okay? It means to say it's two words together. Ought, it goes with two in this modal verb. Then it says, you ought to say the truth. Значит, я тебе рассказываю, что ты должна делать что-то правильно. Understood?
Understood, but ought to, it means должен.
Должен. Ты должен сказать, что правильно.
Not you must, but you.
You ought to. It's right or wrong. Right or wrong. Did you understand? Example. There's one girl and one boy. The girl doesn't love the boy anymore. And the girl is my best friend. Here, I want to tell my friend, you ought to tell him the truth that you do not love him anymore and end everything. Did you understand? It is 100% that she needs to do the right thing. Or 100% that she doesn't need to do this thing. Or to stop doing what she's doing right now. Again, how many modal verbs did I tell you today? Can, could, may, might, must, should, will, shall, and ought to. It's difficult, but you copied everything. Take a photo once again with the example, and we proceed with the next topic.